And then while they're doing the starting lineups, we can do a little intro.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's basketball game between the visiting Viewmont Highland and your Highland Rams. We encourage you to cheer loudly for your team, but please refrain from negative cheers and chants or behavior. Please demonstrate respect for the game and all. Recognize that it is inappropriate to direct cheers or chants to particular players or coaches. Now, please rise at table as we present our national anthem.
Okay, we are live from the Good Kind Network Game of the Week. That is Utah legend in the game of basketball. Parker Van Dyke, Michael Goodkind here, and starting with our first ever location for GKN. We're right back where it all started at Highland High School Park. Tonight should be fun. Viewmont, Highland, what are you expecting tonight in terms of fireworks from these two teams?
Well, it's first great to be back here where we began our first game, like you're saying. Great to be back in the booth. I wasn't here last game, so it's another great matchup, a great Region 6 matchup right here. Highland is extremely hot. They've won 9 games in a row. The last game they lost was the game that we were at, December 16th versus Olympus. Viewmont right now is 8-8. They're at 500, 3-4 in region play, and they're trying to just get over that hump, get out of kind of the bottom Region 6 and jump up to the third place area behind Highland and Olympus right now. So this could be a big game for them, and they've got some talent. So we'll see if Highland's got the target on their back. So we'll see how Viewmont responds, and we'll see how Highland handles. They can't take them lightly going into this game.
So Highland, obviously a loaded roster. Isaiah Drisdom at the helm, Bodie Dodge. They held tight the last game we were here at against a really, really good Ole team. What are you expecting from them tonight? I mean, I think a lot of people would think domination, but does Viewmont have a shot against this high-powered offense?
Well, Viewmont plays very fast. They've got some talented guards that can also match the guard play of Highland.
Yep.
Highland has an average win margin of 21 points right now, and so they go on these big runs. And so Viewmont's just got to keep it close, keep it within striking distance throughout the whole game, and limit Highland's giant runs. Highland can't get complacent, though, like I'm saying, with winning. And they can't take Viewmont lightly, because Viewmont's a team. They're 8-8. There's been games where they've played very high level. They've played one of the top teams in 5A, and then there's been times when they've been just average. But they're a fast-paced team, like I'm saying, that they can match Highland's guard play. Now, they're going to have to be able to rebound over Soren Reese, because he's kind of the guy who has the size advantage for both teams.
In terms of offensive rebounding, an area where Highland has struggled this season, the opposite on the other side of the basketball tonight. Viewmont, a really good offensive rebounding team. How will that affect tonight's game, you think, Park?
Second chance points are killers. They're huge momentum killers, and they're huge for the team who gets the offensive rebounds. And so one of the biggest goals as a defensive team is you want to try to limit the other team's second chance opportunities.
Yep.
And so that's always a key stat that we're looking at is total rebounds and total offensive rebounds. And that's going to be one of the key things that we're going to be watching out tonight. So we'll see. A great game. This is going to be a great test for Viewmont. Let's see if Highland can go and win 10 in a row.
And our game presented by Park City Passport and produced by Media Day Creative. And Ben Anderson, our EP, thanks for being here, everybody, with us. As Park City Passport, huge shout out to you guys for keeping our lights on at GKN.
Big shout out to them.
Oh, it's on there. It's on there. And looks like first play of the game, we got Tyson Bromley steps out of bounds, and it will be Highland Rams basketball.
That's another big key for Viewmont. Limit your turnovers to take away Highland's easy buckets right here.
Yeah, steps into a jump shot, a beauty, and he puts it home. Nice shot from Oberholzer.
The crafty lefty guard, we've seen him before, and he's back. Great move right there.
A steal from Drisdom, ahead to him again. Oberholzer through the traffic, no, but a foul.
That's what Viewmont can't have, right? This game will get out of hand very quickly. Turnovers like that will lead to just easy buckets or easy fouls for Highland, and that's what they're so good at. Getting turnovers, getting steals, and turning that into good offense. So Viewmont, your goal every time down the floor is take care of the ball and try to get a quality shot every time down the floor. That's going to keep you within striking distance throughout the whole game.
Well, and we saw this in the Viewmont game last week against Bountiful Park, where they can get themselves into a hole in the first quarter, and then it's pretty hard to dig yourself out of it. So they got to kind of stay with Highland here.
Yeah, they got to make sure so right now they have 2 offensive possessions, 2 turnovers.
Yep.
And so that recipe that's a recipe for disaster. So they're going to have to stop that and just try to get some quality offensive possessions. Make Highland work on the defensive end.
And again, thanks for being here. This game powered by Media Day Creative and presented by Park City Passport, proud sponsor of GKN. Oberholzer from the stripe knocks down 1 and 2. .7:26 on the clock. Here we go. Bromley works it over. Toner. Over to Larson. Larson back to Toner. Good ball movement here from Viewmont. The Vikings swing it out again. Drive inside, nice kick, the layup, and there it is, the first points that time from number 25, Adam Henderson inside.
That's a great possession right there by Viewmont. That's the kind of possession you want every time down the floor. Ball touches everyone's hands.
Bodie Dodge answers with a 3. Ball touches everybody's hands. Park continue.
Yeah, Highland scored so quick, couldn't even finish. Ball touches every hands, you get an easy layup, but Bodie Dodge ready to shoot.
On the baseline, hanging layup is money, and there it is. Carson Tovey inside.
Carson Tovey, the leading scorer for this Viewmont team. He wasn't here last time, Mike. He was hurt. He's back on the floor. He can make a big difference for the Vikings.
Huge upgrade. Dodge on the drive. Kicks out. Oberholzer. Oberholzer weaving through the D and somehow lays it home.
Just great guard play to start this game so far. Highland has, other than the missed free throw, Highland hasn't missed yet.
8-4 game. Perfect from the field so far. Good ball movement from these Vikings. Larson with it. Larson feeds inside. He's got Tovey. Carson, step back, tough one. Oh, in and out, back in again.
Crafty move right there by Carson. Nice little fadeaway, gets the roll right here. Who's going to get a stop? Who's going to get a stop right here? That's going to be a big part of this game, is who can get stops.
Stolen away, back the other way. Coast to coast layup, no, but a foul. And we'll see free throws from Jake Larson upcoming. And we get a ball game here, Park, 8-6, 2 free throws to tie it.
I love the last couple possessions of Viewmont, right? Their first few possessions were just quick and bad turnovers. The last 2 taking their time, moving the ball from side to side. Everyone gets a touch. There's a great line. It says when everyone touches the ball has energy. And that leads to great shots and great opportunities, great advantages for players to take advantage of.
First free throw is good. And I feel like it's like one of those things, like a mentality thing. You know when you get those like low vibrational thoughts?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same. That's like stagnant ball movement. It's the same thing. You know how to get out of this. You've done it before, and when you do, you score. So why not keep doing it? Banker is good. Bodie Dodge that time.
5 quick points for Bodie Dodge, an underrated, sometimes underappreciated part of this Highland team.
And stolen, here's Jordan Oberholzer ahead to Dodge. Dodge feeds it, beauty, and it laid in by number 4, Grady Lee.
Great guard-to-guard fast break play there by Highland.
Nice little baseline floater. There it is, the answer. Adam Henderson along the baseline. ID, tough fall away, Jay. That will not go. And finally, we're seeing Highland come back to earth a little bit. Finally, a missed shot.
We got some pace, Mike. This is some fast-paced ball right here. I love it.
We got some pace, man.
Viewmont does play fast. So does Highland. They're both averaging around 70 points a game. So they're able to score it.
And a steal, Dodge ahead of the pack. No, but a foul. And we got free throws upcoming for Soren Reese.
That's a great hustle play by Larson. That's something that's not really in the stat sheet. Soren was about to go throw that down with 2 hands, which would have been an easy bucket, and that would have got him going. That would have got the crowd going. Larson hustle backs and gets a clean foul on him, make him earn it from the free throw line, and that takes away that momentum opportunity from Soren. So that's actually a big play. But we've seen it now. So Viewmont, when they've taken care of the ball, they've gotten great shots and they've scored.
Yep.
But they have about 4 or 5 turnovers, and that is the recipe for disaster. Highland will capitalize on those and get easy buckets all night long or get to the free throw line.
Soren perfect from the stripe, and it's a 14-9 lead with 4:35. Viewmont back to pushing the basketball. Tovey, now they work it around. Here's Toner along the baseline. A circus shot. No, just bounced out. And ID head of the pack here. Defending him nicely, works it over. Bodie Dodge now. Dodge kicks over 3, not Oberholzer. Number 13 that time, Soren Reese nails a 3.
And when Soren can do that, that makes him really tough to guard. He started that possession as a post-up player, and then on the drive, he relocates to the 3 and hits that. He can be really tough to guard if he can consistently hit that shot, because you got to be able to stop him inside and outside.
Inside, finds a way and finds a shot to nail. Jake Larson on the interior.
Larson is having great impact on this game early. That was a great move off 2 feet.
Kicks out Oberholzer. Oberholzer hands to Bodie Dodge. Dodge goes cross court. Good look from 3 in the corner. Oh, looking like Keontae George. Grady Lee from downtown.
That was a great corner skip pass. Grady Lee ready to shoot. Knocks down the corner 3.
Huge shot, 20-11 game here. And we saw this with Viewmont last time. Defensively, they got to tighten it up a bit, Park.
Yeah, you can't give up 20 to 25 points a quarter. It's hard to keep up with.
Almost impossible. Steps into one, tough shot, no, but a foul. And Tyson Bromley will go to the stripe.
Tyson Bromley, another crafty lefty, a part of this game. Oberholzer is pretty crafty as well. Gets fouled on the mid-range pull-up. But this is where Viewmont, this is important. How you start quarters and how you finish quarters, very important. And so Viewmont's got to finish this quarter and keep it within about 5 or 6 so they can keep, stay in that striking distance and limit Highland's big runs.
Tyson Bromley, one more to put him back within 7. But again, Park, they were like just within 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
Highland's fast pace. They can score it at a high clip. So, Again, that's what makes every possession Viewmont has very important.
Yep. ID brings it up the court. 3:15 and counting on the clock. Dodge kicks out to ID. ID, extra feed, one more to the corner. Another one from 3. No, Grady Lee not that time. And skying for the rebound is Carson Tovey. Works it to Bromley. Bromley hanging shot will not go. Had a good look there at the rim. And here's Dodge back up the floor. Blocked. Oh, nice play defensively from Carson Tovey. And now cross court. Dangerous pass along the baseline. Nearly lost it. Gets it back. Lucas Toner kicks out. Extra 3. Corner. No, that will not go. And that time for Bromley. Dodge on the other end. Gets blocked by the rim.
A little up and down, Mike, back and forth.
It's good. Game's got solid pace, Park.
Yeah, it does. It's got great pace. 2 teams that like to play fast.
2:21 and counting. Thanks for watching us here at GKN tonight. And again, this game brought to you by Park City Passport. There's a three from the corner. That will not go. And good look, though, from Carson Tovey. Kick out, Oberholzer, extra, corner, Dodge, three. Dodge nails it.
Bodie Dodge is having himself a first quarter right now. I think that's a second three. Great ball movement by the Rams. Bodie Dodge is lighting it up.
And Highland nearly a quarter of the way through to 100 points. Here we go. Tough shot inside with the left hand. That will not go. And Carson Tovey that time. ID, nice feet. Oh, wow, the dunk of the century. Soren Reese, the two-handed yam inside. Park, talk to me.
The two-hand slam, great pass by Isaiah Drisdom right there. Soren goes up strong, and he brought a couple Vikings with him and put them in the rim. That's Highland's pace right there. They get a rebound, they push, they play, they're unselfish. So that's a great high-level play by Isaiah Drisdom and Soren Reese, two guys that were going to be playing at the next level.
And that just about sent the student section into orbit.
Yeah.
He knocks down the N1 free throw.
That sent them going. And this is a good timeout by Viewmont right here because, again, this is where it can get out of hand. They're already down 13. Oh, maybe no timeout. Well, I would take probably timeout if I was Viewmont right here.
And you know Highland Park, they're a vocal team.
Yeah, they're very energy driven.
Yeah.
They feed off this crowd, and Viewmont's got to try to neutralize that. And the way you do that, again, you take care of the ball and you just take great shots down the floor, and then your transition defense, you make a turnover or you miss a shot, you got to get back.
Yep. Step back jumper, that one will not go. Toner inside, and Highland will push for more. 26-13. The kick to Oberholzer, extra feed, and a nice lay-in again. That time, it's Benjamin Richards. First minutes we're seeing of him today, and a free throw coming up.
Just another great driving kick by Highland, and they're doing such a good job being unselfish, finding the open man. Ben Richards ready for the pass, goes up strong, finishes, and gets rewarded with the free throw.
He's got great free throw form there, Park. You see that?
That was a good three-point play right there.
Yeah.
When these guards are driving, it's important for the guys in the dunker spots. You got to have your hands up and be ready because these Highland guards are willing passers, so it could come at any point. Be ready to catch, gather yourself, and go up strong.
Got to go up strong.
Mm-hmm.
Toner with the basketball. Toner kicks out to Bromley. Bromley works it down low. Eamon Erickson in the game. Along the baseline, spins into one. Nice shot. No, that will not go. And can't get his own board. And it was a decent look for Carson Tovey. Trying to find some points. 29-13.
I like the aggressiveness of Carson Tovey. I would try to do it a little bit when there's a little bit more space for that advantage. But that's a shot he can make when he gets to his left hand down there. He just needs to keep attacking.
Oberholzer going to hold for the final. No shot clock anymore. And he dribbled it on the line, and the Vikings catch a break.
Got to have a good possession right here. Get some momentum. If I'm Viewmont, try to get a really good shot here to end the first quarter and try to get some movement, some momentum heading into the second quarter. There's a long game left.
9 seconds left. And Brett Tovey. What's the call? They with a foul? So maybe a
foul on ID.
ID, okay.
Brett is Carson's little brother. He kind of had our coming out party against Bountiful last game we did,
yep.
Mike.
Yep.
And so he's earned himself a couple. He's earned himself, and now he's a key contributor for these Vikings.
Will Warden. Tough shot, Tovey, and it looked like ID got a hand on it. That will be the quarter. 29-13, a dominant quarter nonetheless for the Rams. Vikings were in it until about halfway through.
Highland shot it obviously very well, and their passing has been great. Viewmont, again, a big thing is you just got to take care of the ball, take quality shots every time down the floor, and then get back and set up your defense. when you miss a shot or when you turn the ball over, those first 3 steps to get back on defense have to be a sprint.
Yep.
You can't backpedal, you can't jog, because Highland's coming and they're so good at scoring in transition. So that's a big key for Viewmont right now, is taking care of the ball and then transition defense. If I'm Highland, keep sharing the wealth.
Yep.
The ball's got great energy right now. Everyone's feeling good.
Yep.
And the only thing that can take you down is if you stop moving the ball like that and you start going one-on-one. If everyone moves the ball, everyone eats. Everyone's going to score.
Yep.
Everyone's going to get shots.
Like we said, man, when you get yourself caught in that negative thought loop, there's only one way out of it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's to stop. That's to go for a walk and stop the negative thought loop. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like it's all up to you. Same thing with basketball. I do want to really quick do something for my brother right now, if that's possible.
Let's do it.
Well, he just had a baby boy. I want to show it on the broadcast.
Oh,
can we do that?
It. Yeah, we can do that.
Ben,
give a shout out.
Ben, can we get you a photo that you could post?
May have to do this at half.
We might have to do it at the half. There's a 3, and that one no good. From Zollinger from downtown. Back the other way we go. I will get that photo up. His name is Noah Goodkind. We'll talk about it. I want my brother to be watching. There's a 3, in and out, and a tough break for Tovey. In ahead to Oberholzer, now ahead of the pack. Here we go. Can he do it again? Bank shot will not go that time. For Benjamin Richards. And ball knocked out of bounds, out of the hands of William Warden, and it's going to go back to the Highland Rams.
So you can play fast, and Viewmont like to play at a good pace. Highland does too, but you always want to be under control. Just because you play fast doesn't mean you play out of control. So right now, Viewmont's just, you can play quick and play up and down, but you got to make sure you're under control and taking care of the ball.
ID steps in. What a nifty play. Oh, wow. Isaiah Drisdom. A crafty move inside.
Great footwork, great pace and control right there by Isaiah Drisdom. That's a big-time move.
Chef Driz, man.
Yeah, that was a little saucy, man.
It was saucy.
That was saucy with the a little up and under.
Yeah.
With the scoop.
Looking like Monte Ellis circa 2008.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Silky smooth Monte Ellis. These guys, some of these kids weren't even born in 2008.
Most of them weren't. I don't know. Yeah. 7:02 on the clock. They get it in. Erickson with the basketball. Erickson goes to work in the post. Tough shot, no, but a foul. 6:52 on the clock.
It's another good way to kind of get your pace back, get some momentum back, and slow the momentum of the other team is get fouled and get to the free throw line. Right now, Viewmont, I'm just trying to cut this game in half a little bit. Right now, you're down 18. 6.5 minutes left to show. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. If I can keep it within 10, if I can get it to 10 or under at halftime, I'll be in a good position right now. You got to kind of stop the bleeding.
10 or under. All right, Park. I'm sending this image right now to Ben so we can, maybe get it up there at some point.
Yeah, give a little shout out.
Well, they're on the East Coast, Park. I want them to watch this before they go to bed.
Yeah.
I sent them a couple images here.
Yeah, I got to give the fans and family a shout out for sure. Viewmont is good. This was a great possession for Viewmont. They got that offensive rebound. That's another way to get yourself in the game is get multiple possessions, multiple shots on each possession.
And backing in, here we go. Oh, nice feed to the corner, Erickson. One more, and stolen away right out of the hands of Will Warden. In transition, Grady Lee. Oh, wow, he lays it in acrobatically.
Grady Lee with the strong right-hand drive, goes up strong, gets the and one. And again, this is where Highland is so good. They get these turnovers and they push, and they get on the rim fast. And if you're not backing in position, you're going to give up a bucket and you're going to give up a foul.
33-14. And like we said, Park, if you are Viewmont, you want to limit these points early so you can stay in the game. I mean, 20-point deficit here nearly. And Viewmont was in it early. Free throws missed. Vikings catch a break. Toner blocked at the rim. Oh, wow. Defensive stupendous there on the defensive end, but they're calling a foul. Number 24, Ben Richards.
Tough call right there. I like the aggressive drive by Toner. get some rhythm, get to the free throw line. Right now, again, if I'm Viewmont, my focus is a little bit more on defensively than the defensive side over the offensive side right now. Got to get back and got to stop Highland. Make them score in the half court. Make them use some of the shot clock. Make them work a little bit for. They're getting some too many easy ones.
Park, is it the size issue? Like, what do you think it is for Viewmont defensively? Why it's so hard for them to maintain the rims?
They're not getting back. They're turning the ball over, which they're so hard to defend turnovers.
Yep.
And then they're not getting back and setting up their defense, and so they're playing catch up constantly.
Yep.
So their defense isn't set up. The help side isn't set up.
Just got to be careful with the basketball.
Yeah, and see, like here's another turnover.
Yep.
But let's see how Viewmont guards here. They're gonna be set in the half court. At least that's a dead ball turnover. So now they can set their defense and try to keep Highland in front of them. When you're playing catch up, it's hard to keep the guys in front of you. That creates advantages. That creates driving lanes and opportunities and easy shots. So see how Viewmont guards this.
Grady Lee, 6'12". Grady finds a lane, now kicks the corner. A beautiful find from three. That won't go.
Like that shot was missed.
Yep.
But that's way too easy.
Yep.
Like Grady Lee just drives right by his defender, easy kick out three. Like those shots will eventually kill you because they will make those.
Tolafoa on the good look. And how do you like Park, how Highland's working with all these different rosters? Chris Jonesy is just kind of like different lineups rather. He's like almost like, yeah, he's being experimental here tonight.
Yeah, I think this is a game for him where he can give some guys some extra minutes, give them some valuable experience so that they're prepared down the stretch. They're prepared down the stretch if needed, if called upon in bigger games. Because to make a big run in the state tournament, you're going to need
a deep bench.
You're going to need a deep bench, exactly. So it helps to give these guys some valuable experience.
1 and 2 from the line, 33-16, Bodie Dodge. Grady Lee finds a lane and can't get that one to go, but we'll go to the free throw line coming up.
Yeah, Viewmont is just letting Highland just drive by them way too easily with very little resistance. So if I'm guarding the ball, if I'm Viewmont, I'm guarding the ball, try to square them chest to chest and try to take away their straight line drives. If anything, make them make multiple moves. If you make them make multiple moves, then your help side's there. But these straight line drives just lead to easy buckets of the rim or easy kickouts for easy shots. So if I'm Viewmont, I'm trying to each guy's got to take some accountability to keep the ball in front.
Well, Park and Highland's a really, really high-powered offense, like I mentioned. I mean, this team scores 70 points a game.
They are, and they have an average win margin of victory of 21.
Yep.
And so they're tough. They're good. This is not easy for Viewmont for sure, but Viewmont can do better than how they're playing right now. They're a better team than they're showcasing right now.
Carson Toby fouled along the baseline. He will shoot a free throw with 5:44 on the clock. And Carson knocks down the first. Carson nails the second. Park, if they can get this back to 10, we got a ball game.
Yeah, and it's 17 right now, but it's going to start on the defensive end. It's going to start on the defensive end. You got to get some stops, which will lead to then easy buckets offensively.
And you don't want to foul, which they did there.
Yeah.
Roger Hendricks.
Roger Harry Hendricks, they call him. A freshman, but he does not look like it.
Sunday serves with Harry. He's got a great Instagram, yeah. Here we go. Nice feed. No, what do they call him? Traveling violation? Yes, they will. And Soren Reese walked.
But that's right there. It doesn't take much, right? Viewmont just made it a little hard. They gave a little bit of resistance on that drive.
Yep.
And Soren traveled.
Yep.
It just needs a little bit of resistance, but you'll get killed if you just let guys straight line drive you to the rim. And the key is to be able to guard him in the half court. So you got right now. The key right now, Viewmont, you got to have a quality possession right here, get a quality shot, so you can set up your defense
instead of running back and on the fast break again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tough shot inside. That will not go. And again, like you said, Park, here we go back the other way on the break. Oberholzer, nice transition defense from Viewmont that time. Harry works it down low. Reese, an extra pass, a corner three. Bodie Dodge nails it.
Bodie Dodge is on fire tonight so far. Great ball movement, great inside-out pass. Viewmont, tough shot on the other end. And again, that was the perfect example. They're just kind of playing catch-up on the other end because they're not their defense isn't set. But
it was a decent transitional period.
Initially,
though, no?
Yeah. The initial defensive transition was good, but you got to guard. You got to keep
close
guarding
out.
the next action.
And
Highland's good because they play multiple actions, right?
Oh, what a spin move, and that will not go for Lucas Toner.
Great move by Toner. Just got to make that.
Try to work it down low. Here we go with stealing a break. And this time it's Carson Tovey. Tovey gets it stolen away. Oberholzer ahead. Soren Reese could be fun. Lays it up and in. And the foul.
Soren Reese with a strong finish there after back-to-back turnovers.
Soren Reese from the line with 4:26.
Oberholzer's passed the ball great tonight. Very unselfish play, making the right play. And that's, as a point guard, that's what it's all about. You're just out there trying to make the right play.
Yep.
As consistent as possible. That's what makes you an effective guard.
Soren knocks down the FT. And now 41-18, a dominant first half for Highland. And nice feed, backdoor feed, and yes, finally, Jake Larson does the rest on the lay-in. Nice shot.
That's a beautiful play right there. Beautiful, simple basketball. Good, hard drive and kick, or drive to the paint. You're under control, and a good backdoor for a layup.
And we get a foul on Soren Reese, an offensive foul, and Viewmont catches a break.
It's a pretty good charge there by Carson Tovey. Sold that charge pretty well. But maybe that can be a little momentum right here to finish the half.
Yeah.
It's a long game. They're down 21, but it's a long game.
Yeah.
Viewmont needs another quality possession like the last one.
3:51 on the clock. Larson to Bromley. Over to Carson Tovey. Tovey spins inside. Nicely defended. Finds a shot. Puts it up. No, can't get the banker to go. 3 Rams there to secure that rebound, and it came down into the hands of Thium. Bodie Dodge. Oh, finds some space. No, front rimmed out. In transition, a deep ball. There it is. Money in the bank. Tyson Bromley from downtown.
Brett Tovey with a great cross-court pass. And I love the confidence of Bromley. Down, ready to shoot, knocks it down. Puts the Vikings within 18 here. Maybe they can make a run. Final 3 minutes of the half.
That was a deep 3-2, Park. A logo three.
A logo 3. And Bromley's a crafty. He's a good shooter. And so he's one of the players. He's got to remain confident.
Yep.
Him and the Tovey brothers, they've got to continue to remain confident, continue to remain aggressive regardless of what the score is, because they have the capability, they have the scoring power.
Yep.
To bring Viewmont back into this game. Bromley, Tovey, and Henderson, amongst the 3 of them, they average about 50 points of Viewmont's total points a game. So they've got some guys who can score it. They just got to get some stops to lead to some easy buckets here.
I will say, Park, I don't know if we're live on Instagram right now. Trying to see if we are. Trying to, hopefully we are.
With Isaiah Drisden with a nice move to the rim there.
We'll figure it out. Okay, Drisden, the lay-in, 43-23, 2:57 on the clock. Bromley gets it stolen away, and again, tough transition. They're there. Thium works it over. Oberholzer goes baseline. Tough shot. No, that will not go. The rebound, Thium underneath. No, but a foul with 2:36 on the clock.
Thiem has just entered the game, and he's already made an impact with his energy. 2 or 3 rebounds. And that's how you do it. When you have limited playing time and you get an opportunity to play, your goal should be, I'm just here to impact the game and in many ways as possible. And one of the best ways to do that is through your defense and through your rebounding. So Thiem's doing a good job right here in his opportunity. Couple rebounds, now he gets a couple free throws.
Thiem from the stripe. Misses the second. And again, a 21 dominant lead here for the Rams. Can Viewmont make a run to end the half? Nice shot from Toner inside as he finds some space.
Toner's made some nice moves this game. That was a good finish right there.
Isaiah Drisdom, one of the best players on this squad. Can't get that one to fall. And here comes Tovey. Works to Brett Tovey. And they kick it back out. Carson on the drive. Tough shot inside. Lays it home.
Great drive right there by Tovey. Back-to-back buckets here for Viewmont. Let's see if they can keep it going.
And Bodie Dodge finds a lane and finds a home. And the foul.
I mean, Bodie Dodge so far is the player of the first half. Scoring it at all 3 levels right now. Mid-range, the rim, and 3. I'm not quite sure what Viewmont is doing. It looks like they're trying to pressure the high side, force the ball to the baseline, but there's no one on the help side. And so the middle is just wide open. So these Highland guys are getting this advantage and just going and scoring at the rim. Someone's either got to be on the help side there if you're going to force there, or Viewmont's got to square the ball up and try to keep them in front.
Dodge misses the second. Tovey now over to Zachary Taylor. Letting everybody know, hang with us at the half, by the way. We're going to have a great halftime report from Josh. And they work it out. There's a 3. That one will not go. And it's a great look for Henderson. 119 and counting. Drisdom kicks, corner 3, Oberholzer. That will go, but a whistle before the shot. Grady Lee called for an off-ball foul. I think it is.
You mentioned Josh Ward. We want to give a shout out. He did a great job preparing us for this game. Great game notes, great stats.
What a guy.
Helped us out. He's going to come and join us for the halftime show. So shout out to Josh Ward for helping us out. A former Skyline Eagle in the house.
Logan?
Skyline, no, just in Salt Lake
Skyview.
here. Skyview, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. There, hanging shot. There it is. And Brett Tovey inside.
The sophomore, the younger Tovey brother, great left-hand drive right there.
Grady Lee, the answer, why not? No, but a foul.
I'll tell you what, my message to Viewmont in the second half is everyone individually takes some accountability and some responsibility. I am going to keep my guy in front of me.
Yep.
And I'm going to take away Highland's straight line drives. Make them make a crossover. Make them make multiple moves to get by you. If you do that, their chances of scoring goes down and you'll have opportunities for help. But no team can guard straight line drives. So if you just get blown by off the dribble over and over and over again, you cannot guard that.
Grady Lee goes 1 and 2. So make them earn their points too, Park.
Yeah, make them earn it. Make it tough. Make them work a little bit.
Yep. And Brett Tovey goes baseline, knocked out of bounds, going to stay with the Vikings with 43-2 on the clock. Again, this game brought to you by Media Day Creative. And our sponsor of the night, Park City Passport, taking you anywhere from the mountains back to the valley or vice versa.
A great business. Had one of my friends actually reach out to us about Park City Passport and booked his own ride to the airport.
Love it. Nice steal, and in a dodge and transition, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams. But wonderful hustle from Roger Hendricks. Harry Hendricks, too. Sorry, Park. Keep talking about Park City Passport.
No, we're just special shout out to them and grateful for them and their support and being a friend of Good Kind Network here.
John Zenas, great guy.
Great guy.
Love John. Inside, ID lays it up. No, but a foul with 37-4. And the Vikes will get it back after these free throws.
Final seconds here of the second half. Highland's got a chance to go up 20 here. And there's a lot of game left. You know, you're down. If you're Viewmont, there's a lot of game left. So you got to continue to play confident, play aggressive. And you're always playing for something more than just the game at hand.
Yep.
So if I'm going into the second half, if I'm Viewmont, I want to try to turn this around, even if I lose, but I have momentum going into the next game next week.
Yep.
You want to end the game on a good note here. So there's still a lot to play for, regardless of the score for both teams here.
So just end on a high.
End on a high for sure. And so we'll see if Viewmont can finish the half. It looks like Highland's going to get the ball back eventually with 2-second differential with the shot clock.
ID goes 1-2. And 19-point lead. Here we go. Brett Tovey. Brett defended by ID.
Brett Tovey's got a bright future. He's a sophomore right now. He's kind of had a coming out party the last few games for Viewmont. Going to be a future leader of this program.
13 and counting. Tovey gets a screen from his brother. Gets it back to Carson, now to the corner. He'll work it down low. Tough in the post. Going to kick out. Oh, and turns it over. And a costly turnover for Adam Henderson. And 1.9 on the clock. Not a lot of time for Highland, but knowing this team, they'll get something off here. ID at the buzzer. A tough shot. No, wide right. All right, so at the half, we got a 48-29 game, Park. We'll take a break here. 10 minutes on the clock. We're bringing Josh Ward in for the halftime show.
Yeah, excited to have Josh join the show for a little bit. We got a junior jazz at the half right here. They're going to play. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back and talk a little bit more about the first half.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Highland Junior, Senior Jazz. I can't watch. Don't talk back to the principal.
For example, I could do something where it's like, so this one's typically you guys, and then this one's the game. But I could maybe like keep this one, but then put it over the game. So
whatever you want. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
and then I can easily just disable it, so it's back.
I just wanted for a second.
Full screen, you said?
Yeah, I know we were before the actual half. So, Josh, it's all you. Tell me when you're ready. I gotta pee. Let's go right now.
The white, Baby Tron.
We'll go to Josh right now. We'll do it.
Do both. Why not? You're the man. Are we live? You're the man, bro. All right, welcome back at the half. We got Josh Ward here. Thank you so much to our wonderful producer, Media Day Creative, and Ben Anderson. Josh, let's talk half. What are we thinking here? Thoughts on overall game? Obviously, a dominant performance from the Highland Rams.
Yeah, the Highland Rams have been all over the glass. They've been dominating in points category. Larson's been shooting the ball very well for Viewmont, though. Got to give Viewmont a little bit of credit. They're only down by 19, but still, they've been playing pretty well. The high post offense with Reese has been working really well. We've been going to that consistently, which has been really great. They only had Highland only let up 13 points in the first quarter. Just had a really great start to the game and just build on from that foundation from there.
Talk offensive rebounding. I think a big, strong suit for Viewmont and the Vikings, but tonight the offensive rebounds weren't necessarily there so far.
Yeah, I mean, the Reese has been all over the glass, and Highland in general has just been really good about boxing out.
Yeah.
One of the keys to the game for Viewmont was dominating that glass because they haven't been as consistently rebounding. They've been out-rebounded in the majority of their games this year, so they got off to a bad start there. Highland dominated, so that's kind of a big second chance points have been huge for Highland and main factor to their winning lead so far.
Viewmont, to get back into this game, what do we need to see from them coming up?
One of the things I noticed was Viewmont had a lot of and-one opportunities. They were fouling a lot on shots, giving Highland opportunities at the free throw line, basically giving them free points. Viewmont needs to be a little bit more disciplined in their closeouts. They need to not fall for so many pump fakes and just focus on not allowing so much for and one opportunities, give them 3 points at the free throw line. That's going to be the biggest way they can get back in this game and just better defense overall, in my opinion.
I can let you go here and just keep talking, by the way. I'm going to run to the bathroom. Do you want to do a halftime report by yourself? Are you good?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. This is all Josh. You're taking over. Josh Ward, everybody. Stay with him. Josh, take him through the first half. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So just some stats real quick from the first half. I mean, Highland got off to a great start. 20-11 run in the first quarter. They were just all over the boards. I mean, it was insane. I thought the offense was mainly running through the point guard, Budenholzer. He was very great at operating and moving through and distributing the ball to a lot of different formats and different players. Viewmont took a different approach. They tried to slow it down. They tried to run their offense. I think that was actually one of the things that hurt them. Highland was very energetic. They played with a ton of energy. They were running in fast breaks. They were creating opportunities. And they were capitalizing on those, converting those into two-point baskets. Welcome you back. Utah basketball legend here, Parker Van Dyke in the studio.
Hey, Josh Ward, what is the Good Kind Network debut? He sounds great. I love it.
Yeah, it's my first time, first day. We're making it happen.
I love it, Josh. Give me your perception of the game today, being on here, being on camera. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's my first time ever on camera, so I'm a little nervous, but obviously, this is a dream come true for me. I've been dreaming about an opportunity like this since I was a kid. So being able to be on the mic with a Utah basketball legend, just in general, is a great opportunity. In terms of the half, I mentioned this a little bit before. Highland was very strong at running a high post offense. They were getting the ball into weak spots of the Highland in the Viewmont defense, and they were able to capitalize on those opportunities and ultimately put points on the board. Viewmont struggled. They took a lot of contested shots. They were taking low percentage looks. They were chucking up a lot of threes. Is one of the things I noticed. In the second half, in order to improve, I think Viewmont needs to take higher quality looks, maybe be a little bit more patient, distribute the ball evenly throughout, the team, and just all in all, like I said, close out on defense. That's one of the areas in which they lack for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's a saying in basketball, if I'm guarding on defense, my job is I want to give up what we call tough twos. So that means take away easy threes, take away easy layups, make the offense take tough twos. If you can make them do that, those are low percentage shots. That's going to lead to a victory. And so, like you're saying, Viewmont took a lot of tough twos, really hard contested shots at the rim, not a lot of easy shots. And Highland on the other end have gotten a lot of easy shots through their transition, through great passing and things along those lines. So we'll see. Is this your first time watching Highland play, Highland Viewmont?
I mean, I watched some film on both teams prior to the game, but this is my first time watching the whole thing. Which is fun.
Talk about you playing at Skyline. You played in this gym.
I played in this gym many times.
Talk about some of your memories playing in this gym, and how was it when you played here as the Skyline Eagle?
As a Skyline Eagle, playing here was an unreal experience. I mean, the black hole, the student section is always super loud. It makes it super hard to do anything. Can't hear the coaches. They're always super passionate about the game. Highland's always been historically a good team, great defensive team, great program run. I just remember from my experiences playing here, it was always tough to get a win. It was never easy to get a win, but a lot of times we were able to pull it out. Skyline Eagles were good back in my day, you gotta say. But yeah, it was always tough playing here. Always loud, toxic environment. Student section's really into it.
Yeah, it's fun place to play for sure. Some of my favorite memories in high school are also playing here. Josh, you've probably been on both sides of this. You've been you've been on a team where you're up by 20 at half, and you've been on a team where you're down 20 by half. So let's first, if you're up by 20 at half, what's kind of the goal moving forward? So if you're Highland, what should be on their mindset going into the second half?
Yeah, definitely maintain discipline. Don't let up. Don't let off on the gas pedal. Just focus on your keys. Focus on the things you've been working on in practice. Keep doing your 1-5. My coach had a saying: "Do your 1-5. Do your job and do it well and execute, and just keep the momentum going. Don't let off the gas pedal." Now, if you're Viewmont, one play at a time mentality. You know, you're not going to overcome a 20-point deficit in 3 minutes. So you got to really slow down. You got to speed up your play offensively, and defensively you got to slow them down. You got to slow Highland down to get them to take not their shots, to get the looks they're not comfortable with, to really get back in this game and start to chip on the lead. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I agree. I love what you said about Highland. You know, do the things that got you this lead. Continue to do those things, because you don't want to get bad habits. You want to continue building good habits, so then when you're in close games, you continue to do those things. And like you said, there's no such thing as a 25-point shot. So Viewmont's got to take it just one possession at a time, try to shorten the game up. And I remember when I was in situations like this, you can use it to your advantage. You can say to yourself, hey, I've got nothing to lose. We're already supposed to lose, so I'm going to just play with a lot of confidence. I'm going to play very free, very loose. And then also you just try to win the next 2 minutes. Don't think about the whole game. Don't think about the whole half. I'm going to win the next 2 minutes, or I'm going to win the next possession. Try to shorten the game a little bit, and at the end, if you're both teams, you want to end the game on a high note, win or lose, going into the next game next week. So, Josh, before we get Mike back on the horn, any final thoughts?
I mean, like I said, just defensively, I think Viewmont's got a lot of work to do, but I think Highland wins the game. Ultimately, I think Highland stays in front. They've been dominant. I think they win the game. I think they improved to 7-1 in region play, and that's really all I got to say.
They're one of the top teams in 5A for a reason. So Josh Ward, his debut here on Good Kind Network. Thank you for joining us. Second half is underway.
Thank you, guys.
We might bring back Josh for the post game, so he'll be back. You'll see more of him. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Well done, man. That was fun. Good stuff.
Are you good to go?
For sure.
Okay, I'm going to do it right now.
What was that? Awesome. Shout out to Josh Ward joining the show for a little halftime. Mike's back in the booth.
We're back, and a big surprise to everybody yesterday, and a big mazel tov to my brother and his wonderful wife, Emma Goodkind, Danny Goodkind, bringing the newest Goodkind onto the earth.
Yeah.
Noah Shep Goodkind, now officially living, breathing, wonderful human being. 7 pounds 6 ounces. Wonderful, wonderful kid.
Love
already.
it. A future intern of Good Kind Network.
Yeah. Dude, maybe he's playing while we're broadcasting.
Oh,
is what I'm thinking. Probably for the USC Trojans.
An honor.
And we'll be at the Gallivan Center calling the game. He'll be there. Oh, what a nice move. No good from Oberholzer. But Noah Shep Goodkind, we love you here at Good Kind Network, and congratulations to the wonderful couple.
Congratulations to the couple, and congratulations to you, Mike, uncle.
I'm an uncle.
I love it.
Now I got 3.
There you go.
I'm not having kids for like 10 or 15 years. Nice hook shot that time.
Why should you have kids
Toby.
when your siblings are having kids? You'd be the fun uncle.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then my cat Yanni could be great Uncle Yanni. Oh, what a spin move. He lays it up and gets that one to fall. And nice play from Bodie Dodge inside.
Bodie Dodge is really showcasing, well, I think he's one of the top guards in this region, and he's showcasing it tonight.
Wait, did I call that right, by the way? Isn't that the USC gym?
Yeah, Galvin Center.
Galvin Center, right? There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Oberholzer with the basketball, 6:33. The Shepherdsons love USC because Ellie went there and Emma went there. The shot won't go. The mother of Noah. So I'd imagine one day he'll be playing there. What a steal. Nice inside. Oh, and the flush underneath. Soren Reese, you're unreal.
Grady Lee with the steal and the dime, and Soren Reese with the two-hand hammer, his second of the game.
6:07 on the clock, 54-33. And they work it around here. Good movement from Viewmont. A couple of early points. And they kick out on the drive. Tough shot will not go from Larson. And into the hands of Bodie Dodge. Bodie Dodge runs the floor. Could be more points. And alley-oop. No. Blocked at the rim. Soren Reese. That would have been fireworks.
That would have been a great highlight right there, Mike. Dang. Soren looks like he kind of lost his legs a little bit on the jump. Didn't get quite high enough to throw that down. Here's Bodie Dodge again. Oh, what a block.
Bodie Dodge blocked by Tovey. Carson Tovey, what a play at the rim.
Maybe a foul. Great hustle play right there, but.
We got live stats here, Park powered by Media Day Creative. And thanks to Max Shepardson for recording that and sending it to my family. I love you, Max. Thank you, buddy. I shouldn't call him buddy. He's my, he's not a buddy. He's one of my family. Max, you're the best. First free throw, no good.
Making sure, Mike, did you make sure your mic on your shirt is working? Did you
did they say it's not?
Did you turn it off and turn it on?
No, I didn't do such a thing, Park.
Okay. Try.
Why? What do they say? It's going.
I think Henok said that he wasn't picking you up.
Henok, you not pick? I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on. How about that?
Yeah.
Was he not picking me up all game? Well, finds a lane and lays it home. And a nice play inside from Lucas Toner. There we go. It should be good now. 5:11 on the clock. ID with the basketball with a 19-point comfortable lead. Tough shot inside, and the banker is good, and Grady Lee forces a timeout.
Again, if I'm Viewmont, just I guess it's one of those games, but they seem to be playing this defense where they're forcing the ball to the baseline, which is fine. I've played many team defenses like that where you're trying to take away the middle of the floor and you force them to the baseline. But then someone has to be there on the help side to stop that layup or to come over to rotate. And so far this game, there has been nobody in the paint. So Highland just gets by that first initial defender and goes and lays it in just like Grady Lee just did right there. But we were talking about at a half, Mike, with Josh. Both these teams, when you're down big and it's going into the second half, you have nothing to lose if you're losing. And so you kind of come up with this mentality that it's 0-0, and let's just try to end the game the right way so we have momentum going to the next week. So even though Viewmont's down by a lot, they still have a lot to play for right here.
Yep. Backdoor, nice feed. Tovey can't get it to go. Absolutely parks. Still momentum to play for.
Yeah.
Tovey feeds underneath, spins, kicks out. Carson Tovey now along the baseline, stolen away. Oberholzer with the basketball, and he's fouled by Tyson Bromley.
I would say Viewmont, too, there's too much like one-on-one dribble drives against a set Highland defense. You kind of need to create an advantage with ball movement and player movement to get the defense off balance. Then that allows you for great driving lanes to open. Where you just make one pass and then try to go one-on-one. The defense is set and can guard that.
Oberholzer from another area code that time. Nails the three.
Oberholzer from Sugar House Park down the street.
Yeah. Might have been considered that. Kick out. Oberholzer. Deja vu. Give it to him. Why not?
Back-to-back three balls for Oberholzer. A great dime from Grady Lee. He's hitting from everywhere in the neighborhood tonight.
Wow. J.O. And another turnover. Straight in the hands of J.O., the hot hand. He's going to attack the rim. Nice feed. And Dodge can't lay it home. Toner tries to work it out. Grady Lee, good defense. Right back into the hands of Toner. 3:44 on the clock. Toner kicks out. Henderson. Out of Bromley. Out of the corner, and a push-off. No, a traveling violation on Lucas Toner. And they trail by 27 points, Park.
You know, not all of this is on Viewmont. Highland is great defensively. The guards really move their feet. They average a lot of steals as a team. So part of this is just because Highland's a really good team, and they create a lot of issues for who they're playing against. So it's not just on Viewmont. You got to give some credit to Highland here.
Jordan Oberholzer, 2 of 2 from downtown, according to our stats here, powered by Media Day Creative. On the drive, tough shot from ID. And he can't get that one to fall. Back the other way. Nice steal again. J.O. with the basketball. Pushes ahead. Grady Lee, transitional three. That will not go. And the ball is right in the hands of Bodie Dodge. He nails it.
This is Highland maintaining great habits, right? They're up by a bunch, but they're still playing very hard. Like right there, that play by Bodie Dodge.
Yep.
Could have just let that ball go, but he plays hard, gets the offensive rebound, goes back and score, out hustles and out efforts Viewmont to get there.
Park, you don't really want to let up right now, right? And kind of like, let's just, bank shot is good that time.
Again, all good habits.
Henderson banks in. Also, it's good for us to have highlights.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that play by Viewmont right there. Nice little pick and roll. Henderson with the easy 2. Need more of that from the Vikings. But the big thing is you got to be able to take care of the ball so you get a shot up.
ID crossover move and lays it in. And Isaiah Drisdom, don't get him a hot hand because he will. We've seen it happen.
We've seen it happen. That was a nice little killer cross by Isaiah Drisdom in the easy 2.
A 29-point lead broken open here in the second half of 2:05 to play in the quarter as that ball's kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, Viewmont just got to value the ball a little bit more, be a little bit more precise and fundamental with our passing here.
If Viewmont tightened up defensively, Park, they'd be phenomenal.
I think so too, and then just tighten up ball security, taking care of the ball. Because there's another turnover right there.
Pivotal. ID with the basketball. Through the defense, can't get it to go, but a foul.
And again, like I'm saying, Highland is very aggressive, and they've got some skilled guards defensively who can anticipate passes, so they get a lot of steals. But that just means I have to be even more solid and more fundamental offensively. I got to use ball fakes, fake one to make one, take advantage of Highland's aggressiveness, and you can get them out of position to get easy shots. But you just got to be disciplined with the ball. And right now, Viewmont's just being very casual with the ball, throwing the ball with one hand, and which leads to a lot of turnovers.
By the way, we got a blown-up group chat here, Park, from, looks like, Josh Ward's friends. Wow, we got 10 out of 10 broadcast fellas. Big shout-out, Wardo, PVD, times Wardo.
I love it, man. We got a little Josh Ward love in the comments.
They are
I love it.
Wardy, bro. Oh, my goodness. It's awesome.
Shout out to Josh for sending out the link to all the homies.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. What a good guy. And we got a foul. Who are they going to get? It looks like they're going to get Soren Reese with the foul. And Jake Larson will shoot free throws. No, Bromley will. People enjoying the broadcast.
People are enjoying the broadcast. Yeah. Henok, who's Viewmont's photographer, and he's done a lot of work for the Good Kind Network and us. He actually just posted a story.
He did. I want to see this
a live
one.
story. Let's see if we can get it on. Oh, that's beautiful.
That is
the Bromley 3.
Wow,
yeah,
dude.
We got to share that thing.
We got to share. Dude, I think add to the story. I'm going to tag both of us for mine.
Yeah, I love that.
From the GKN.
Yeah. Let's do that. Bromley hits the free throw here. 30-point deficit for the Vikings. About a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Oberholzer in the post.
And step back from J.O. There it is again. He's got a hot hand right now, Park.
Scoring at all 3 levels tonight. Mid-range, at the rim, and from 3. Let's go. I want Viewmont to let's show some fight. Really show some effort defensively.
A deep 3. Tubby puts it home.
Love the 3 and love the stroke from Carson Tovey right there. I would like him to see him shoot a little bit more outside. They've been kind of backing off on him because he's such a great driver getting downhill. But he's got a nice looking stroke. I think he needs to shoot a little bit more.
Oberholzer, the answer, no. The follow, neither. But free throws upcoming for Soren Reese, who's been phenomenal tonight.
Going back to Carson Tovey, I really like his game. He's crafty. He can get to the rim. He can go he can use both hands. But like I said, I think there's some times to people are honoring his drive, so they're playing off of him to kind of make them respect his shot and to have to, to set up his drive. Do what he did there where he came off the ball screen, the defense goes under, settle in behind the screen, and jump up and shoot with confidence. Because that was a beautiful looking stroke, and I think that's the first 3 he's taken all game, but he's capable of hitting 3 or 4 a game.
Soren Reese with 12 points and lane violation. Yeah.
See, that's something like if I'm Coach Jones from Highland, like those things like drive me crazy. Like, it doesn't matter in this game, but you cannot have like a lane violation in a big game.
It's like a parking ticket.
Yeah, you can't have it. It's those are things that's got to be a one-time thing. You don't want to create bad habits.
Spin move. And then Erickson back in the game. Tough shot inside, and the lay-in is good. And Ethan Schultz on the drive. What's the call here, Park?
A flop warning, I guess. Interesting. Ethan Schultz with a nice little drive, though, and finish.
Isaiah Drisdom brings it back up. 32 and counting here. ID with the basketball. ID defended by Toby. ID works at top of the key three. And there it is again. Grady Lee, the deep ball.
Grady Lee has shot it great tonight. Again, it just shows the depth of Highland's guards. Bodie Dodge, Oberholzer, Isaiah Drisdom, Grady Lee, all these guys are capable of scoring, 10 to 15 to 20 points a night. So you got to be able to guard them all, and that's why, again, their depth and their guard play is one of the reasons why they're one of the top teams in 5A.
Park, and you look at stats here.
Isaiah Drisdom with the steal.
Isaiah Drisdom the steal in the lane, and there we go. 76-43, a 33-point lead, Park.
Yeah, the name of the game is just turnovers and straight line drives if I'm Viewmont. And so here's my message if I'm the Viewmont coach. Look, we got our game summary here. We'll go over those after this. If I'm Viewmont, okay, you guys, let's not worry about the mistakes right now. Let's just play really, really hard. Let's be active on defense. Let's try to get some deflections. Let's play with a lot of energy, and let's play hard and play aggressive and try to take this into next week.
Take it into next week. Where's Viewmont next week? Do we know?
Viewmont next week, they've got a game. We'll actually be doing one of their next games, Woods Cross, which will be a rival.
Okay.
So that'll be a big game, a winnable game for them. And Highland will be at Olympus on Tuesday, a game that we might be at as well, which will be pretty much battling for the region championship.
I won't be there. You'll be there.
We'll see, yeah.
With Cade, hopefully.
We'll see who we got. Maybe Adam Egan joins the show.
Yeah. I'm free on Monday. I'd love to do a Monday or Thursday.
He's Olympus. He's an Olympus guy.
If there's a decent game on Thursday, Park, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
But if I can't be there, it's okay.
We'll check the schedule.
We got to keep the network going.
We got to keep the network going, even though
show must go on.
Mike is the name of the network.
Doesn't matter. We got to keep the network going.
Mike has got responsibilities with the Jazz.
I do. There's a 3. That one back irons out for Toner.
How are our stats looking, Mike? We got some in-game stats.
We do got some in-game stats. We got 60% from the field for Highland Park, 47 for Viewmont. And I think one that really stands out tonight, Park. Wow, from 3, 61% from 3 for Highland. Is that right?
According to Ben's stats, I guess that's right. They're shooting it great.
They were slinging it from downtown.
And the reason why I think they're passing so great. So what leads to great three-point shooting is great passes and then high-quality shots. If you're taking great shots, you're obviously going to shoot a higher percentage.
Sorry, Park.
No, and I'm just saying, and their passing has been great, which has led to open great shots.
Park, this Highland team's got something to prove. After losing in the final last year, nice spin move, kick out, stolen away again. And it's Zollinger, coast to coast, banks it in. But they got something to prove, Park, against Ole.
They do.
They want to beat Ole in the region championship. They want to go to states. They want to win states. They're not messing around this year after last year.
No, and they're talented enough to do it. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see them play again on Tuesday. Last time they played Olympus, Olympus's size gave them a lot of issues. And, I'm interested to see how they do. Timfew's another team who has a lot of size. They're very good. Right now, they're number 1. They're ranked number 1 in the state right now.
Carson Tovey, nice spin move inside. Tovey fouled underneath. And Park, let's see, we got running clock situation here. Ben, no need to stop the clock, by the way. We're rolling.
Well, the game clock looks like it's stopped right now.
Oh, okay. No, it is. They had it rolling for a second. I think for free throws, they stop it.
Okay.
Everything else, they keep it going. First free throw is good. I think if it's over 30 in the fourth, they'll roll clock.
Little mercy rule here. I really like Carson Tovey's game. I think he's got a chance to continue to put up big numbers here for Viewmont. He's their leading scorer. Yeah, just a tough one tonight. But Highland, again, you got to tip your hat off to Highland. It's part of the difficulty of Viewmont is that it's because of how good Highland is, and that's just how it is sometimes.
Park, real quick, post-game interview, who do you got, number one? Number two, are we doing how we did it before on the phone? Or you think we do live and then we shoot it to IG after?
The phone is the easiest way to go to IG.
It is.
Jordan Oberholzer has had a great overall game. Bodie Dodge had a great first half. Maybe we bring Bodie Dodge on the show.
Yeah.
Because he had such a great
we
first
could do
half.
both. We could get him quick down on the floor for an interview and then bring him on the broadcast.
Yeah.
And we could have Josh do it too.
Yeah, we could have Josh maybe go grab him. We also maybe get, since we're here for Viewmont as well, maybe we give a little love to Viewmont, maybe have an interview for them. I know they lost, but maybe just like talk to them about the defeat and kind of where they're going.
But this Highland team, Park, they got a lot to prove, and they will not stop at anything.
And I think they need to continue to think that as they're going through these games. And again, even like in this game, right, they're up by a lot, but they still have a bunch to prove. And so they need to play always with a chip on their shoulder. Like every game they're trying to prove like, hey, we're going to go compete for a state championship. We're trying to redeem ourselves from last year.
So Highland at Ole Park, that's this week?
That's on Tuesday.
That's on Tuesday. That's going to be lit.
Yeah, it'll be a great game.
Oh, that's going to be good. 6:04 on the clock. And Viewmont, again, is trying to pad some stats here. Wilson over to Tovey. Now to Carson inside. Carson finds lane and lays it up at home.
See, that's a great move. That's a high-level move right there by Carson Tovey.
On the drive, the banker is good, and the foul. And we got a free throw upcoming for Ben Richards.
Ben Richards with a strong right-hand drive. He's going for his second back-to-back three-point plays right here, second for the game.
Ben Rich from the stripe. Got a free throw upcoming.
Senior big, making an impact on tonight's game.
Parker, by the way, pie in the sky right now, but we are talking about taking a trip down to southern Utah in March. March 12th, 13th, going down to some tournaments potentially. Could be fun.
Yeah, doing a little baseball once the baseball season gets going, get some sunshine.
Yeah, down in southern Utah. I think we both enjoy that. Nice little, you know.
There's Tovey again. Again, his versatility both with right and his left hand. A lefty, but can score with his right.
81-49. Tolafoa. Over to Holmberg. Pump fake and to the rim. No, but a foul. And we got free throws upcoming for Harry Hendricks, HH from the stripe.
Harry Hendricks, a good friend of the Good Kind Network. We gave him a little shout out not too long ago over Christmas break. He actually hit a game-winning shot in a JV game.
Yeah.
And so we gave him a little love on the Good Kind Network.
Sunday service, man. Sunday service with Harry. Knocks down
freshman.
the first.
He's got a bright future.
He does.
Probably. I mean, I imagine he'll play basketball, but I mean, I hope he plays football too.
He's a big dude for a freshman.
Yeah, he looks like he could be a stud on the gridiron.
Put him at the tight end spot. It's gonna be tough.
Tight
what
end
can
or
you do?
D end or something.
Yeah. Why do they call it the gridiron? By the way, you ever understand why? It's a grid, maybe.
A grid and iron on the helmets, maybe, or I don't know. Maybe it's
might be a Gemini question.
Yeah, maybe.
And they dump it off inside, and Bromley fouled underneath with 4:39. I think if you're Highland Park, at this point, no need to get so physical. You're up by 24.
Yeah, you just still want to play hard, right? Again, it's all about developing and maintaining good habits. Because you don't want bad habits to leak over into the next game. And like you're saying, Highland has something to play for. So right now they're thinking, because their goal is not, we're here to beat Viewmont in the region. We're here to win state, and so we have to continually prove that and play with that in the back of our minds night in and night out.
Yep.
Because that's how you achieve your goal is You don't just show up to the state tournament and win it. It's something you got to have in your mind throughout the whole season. Now, if I'm Viewmont,
flush. Oh, blocked at the rim. What a defensive play. Brett Tovey.
What a great block by the sophomore.
A 3 to answer. His brother doesn't. Would have been a wonderful highlight.
Yeah, it would have been the Tovey brothers, man.
Yeah.
The block to the three-pointer.
I want that back.
Yeah, we go back.
So, Park, here we go. Yeah, running clock, 4:10 and counting.
What I was saying, though, about Viewmont is Viewmont right now is battling for that third spot in this region. They're battling with Bountiful and Woods Cross. And they have some of the offensive skill to do it tonight defensively, and their turnovers really hurt them.
Inside. No blocked at the rim, but a foul.
But they got the potential to get to that spot.
Joshua Lewis from the line. Yeah, Park, do you think Viewmont, though, they got some really tough teams they play against, Bountiful, and
it's a really tough region.
Tough region.
It's a really tough region. There's some winnable games out there, though. They're coming off a win at Skyline.
Yep.
So Skyline's a team that they can beat. Brighton's a team that they can beat. I think, Bountiful's tough, but they can have a chance in a rivalry game. Woods Cross is a game that they can have a chance in, also a rivalry game. Olympus and Highland are obviously at the top. But it's a really tough region. But playing against tough opponents like this is going to prepare them for when they get to state those first couple rounds, because they may not play teams as good as these guys that they're used to.
5A Region 6, Parks, like the Western Conference in the NBA. Nice shot inside for, I don't know who number 3 is, Park.
Yeah. There's not a number 3 on the Viewmont roster, but it was a great move.
Wonderful move. Kick out. There's a 3. Pop and shot. No, that will not go. Board inside into the hands of Toby, or Bromley rather. Bromley up the court, back into Trey for 3. Trey in and out.
Oh, yeah.
Bromley through the D and can't get it to go in the Euro step. And picked up by Harry Henn. 3 minutes and counting here. Henn, cross court, top of the key. One more, why not? 3, and why not give it to him? And the crowd goes berserk on a Jacob Holmberg triple. The senior gets his moment here tonight.
I love it. Shout out to Jacob Holmberg. Great ball movement by Highland. Ready to shoot. Hits it from the top of the key, and the student section goes into another stratosphere, Mike.
They love that.
For their senior brother. I mean, they had to pause the game, it looked like, because
they did.
of it.
They had to pause the game.
But I love that. I love it when a guy who's probably, Jacob Holmberg is a guy who's been in the program for 4 years, limited playing opportunity, gets a good chance to play here, and he's confident and aggressive to take that shot, and he knocks it down. Maybe a technical. I don't know if it's against the fans or.
Fan technical. Free throw is good.
That's even a thing.
2 for Tovey. A Tovey 2 free throw technical is what we got, T. We got P.
Yeah,
TTT,
we do.
triple T.
TTT, triple T. I would, man, my message is, my message to Tovey, man, is you got too good of a stroke to only take like 2 threes a game.
Yep.
I think you got to rely on your jumper a little bit. I love how he gets to the rim with both hands.
Yep.
But you got to keep people honest and be able to knock down that 3. That will then open up the drive. Like right there. Just go ahead and shoot that.
Shoot it.
Shoot that thing.
Instead,
it's a dribble into traffic and you turn it over.
Again, Holmberg, a 3. Oh, that one wide. And in the hands of Thiem. And Highland just toying with the basketball. No, that one will not go. On the deep 3 from Zollinger. Stolen again by Zollinger. Zollinger on the break. Lays it up. No, but a foul with 2:09.
Zollinger's a guy, another senior guard again, and it just shows the depth of Highland. Because he's a guy, he'd probably be a starter on this Viewmont team.
Yep.
Just shows the depth that they have, and he's going to be a good contributing piece. You know, he's about that 7th, 8th, 9th guy on the bench. His number will be called during big moments in the season, and if he can capitalize, that's what makes Highland really tough. That's what makes the best teams really good.
Who are we eyeing right now for PVD's MVP, Park? I mean, it's pretty straightforward.
It's pretty
right?
balanced. I mean, the first half, Bodie Dodge was the guy.
Yep.
Oberholzer probably had the most complete game.
Yep. What about Soren?
Soren was good, but he hasn't played much of the second half.
Dude,
So-
this is only a one-man vote, Park. It's PBD's MVP.
Yeah, I may have to go Bodie Dodge, give him some love.
Okay.
Because of his first half, the way he came out to start the game.
BD.
Maybe I have to check the stats too. Oberholzer had those back-to-back threes, which were nice. But I like Bodie Dodge. Give him a shout-out. Again, a lot of the focus on Highland is a lot of the team's focus is on Drisden and Oberholzer. But guys like Grady Lee and Bodie Dodge, again, they can be some of the best guards in this region. Zollinger, another steal.
Another turnover. This time an alley-oop to Theum. No, a little overzealous. I like the thought for Zollinger. And a whistle with 1:30 to play. Clock will continue to run. And Park, what a ball game here. Been a ton of fun.
A fun ball game, and special thanks to Highland High School. They're my rivals. I'm an East High guy. They're my rival, but they've been very accommodating, helping us out. Good friends of Good Kind Network. Good to be back here for the second time. Might be covering Highland for the third time on Tuesday, which our fans might be like, why are you covering Highland all the time?
No, but it's at Ole.
It is at Ole. It is at Ole, which another friend of the program.
All right, so stay tuned in the postgame. We'll have PBD's MVP. We'll have a digital interview and one here on the broadcast with Josh as well. Park, I say we get down there for that. We do a digital interview and then bring him up here for the postgame with Josh.
Okay.
Could be the play.
Could be the play.
A three in transition. That will not go. And a good look for Zollinger. 26 and counting. 32-point lead. A three from the corner. That will not go. And the board straight into the hands of Tolafoa. And that will bring us to our conclusion. They'll dribble this clock out. And the Highland Rams continue dominance.
That's 10 in a row, Mike.
10 in a row. Haven't lost a game in nearly a month and a half.
So they lose to Olympus. They've won 10 in a row. Now they're going back to Olympus after losing the last meeting. Viewmont drops this one. A talented team, though. They're better than what they showcased tonight. So I expect them to bounce back.
Highland Rams will put it all on the line Tuesday night. GKN could be there.
Mm-hmm.
We will have more details for you. Hopefully, is it a Thursday game?
There's no Thursday games, unfortunately.
Not at all.
Not at all.
How about Monday?
There is one Monday.
It's decent.
It's West Jordan, not too bad.
We could be there.
But if we want to do back-to-back games,
Do Monday, Tuesday,
Monday, Tuesday, Friday would maybe be a lot. We wouldn't be able to give the love to that Monday game, maybe, but
It's your pick this week, Park.
we'll see.
Okay.
So going forward right now, Highland with 10 straight. Viewmont drops this one, but they're still in striking distance. They're 2-4 in region. They're still in striking distance to kind of fight for that third, fourth spot in Region 6. Do we want to just do digital interviews so we can post it right away?
We could. We'll get Josh in the post game. You and I will go shoot a digital interview. Josh will be here in the post game. Stay with us right now.
Okay.
Josh Ward coming up. Everybody in the post game show. Stay with him.
Josh, you're on.
How about you go? Do you want to bring him up here and we can do it on the phone here, or do we want to go down there?
I say we go down there, reshoot it. We'll have Josh just do post it.
Okay.
Floor is yours. Do you want it?
How long do we want him to talk for?
How long do you want to talk for, Josh?
Okay.
5 minutes. Go ahead. We're going down. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Can you get us to us right away? Yeah. Cool.
All right, Josh Ward coming to the post game. It's all you, Josh. We're going to go down to do a post-game interview. Josh is up here doing post-game show, and then we'll post ours to social.
Mike, do you want him to end it? Like, do 5 minutes and then...
You can end it if you want.
So when you're done, just say, this does it for us at Highland High School, Good Kind Network. We'll see you next time. And then just when you're done.
All right, for now, Parker Van Dyke and I, we are out. Park City Passport, a proud sponsor of Good Kind Network. And our post-game show presented to you by Park City Passport. Handing it over to one and only Josh Ward. Josh, floor is yours, my friend.
All right, post-game show with Good Kind Network. Stoked to be here. This is a great game. Highland Viewmont. Highland pretty much dominated in every aspect of the game. Dominated rebounding. They dominated scoring. They shot the high percentage shots. They never let off the gas pedal in terms of their success and everything. They stuck to their game plan. They stuck to the things they're good at. That's ultimately why they won. Performances from Jordan Oberholzer and Grady Lee and Soren Reese. Those are my 3 key players of the game. Were those 3. The offense was run primarily through them throughout the whole time. They played really well. They cooperated together. They passed the ball. They were really good in transition. They were really good in perimeter defense. And that's why Highland won the game, was through a lot of those things, through a lot of those keys that we talked about in pregame. One of the other things that was interesting is Highland really stayed out of foul trouble. Highland traditionally had some struggles with getting into foul trouble early. They didn't do that tonight. They were on top. They were disciplined. They were consistent. And they stayed out of foul trouble. They kept their starters in the whole game. They ran with their dogs, and they got the win because of it. I thought Viewmont struggled defensively. I thought that they didn't close out incredibly well. I don't think they had high enough pressure on the wings. Highland was able to penetrate the defense. Pretty much every time they drove the ball, they were pulling defenders over, causing Viewmont to have to look to other shots to create other opportunities to be able to score. And they weren't shooting high percentage looks that they normally get throughout the game. I will say positively for Viewmont, they put up 55 points in a tough environment, in a tough gym. It's hard to play here at Highland. It's hard to put up a ton of points versus them. But they honestly did an incredible 55 points for them is a good showing. And you can't be upset with that. But ultimately the defense allowing 87 points was high. I mean, traditionally Highland averages around 70 points a game. They were way higher than their average. Just so great job on Highland offensively, but I thought Viewmont struggled defensively. Highland stayed in total control of the game. There was never an opportunity for Viewmont to get back in. Viewmont offensively ran a 5-out traditionally with everyone spread out on the floor. And with that offense, you need to be able to move off the ball consistently throughout the entire period in order to be able to create open looks and open shots. If that's the offense you're going to run. I thought they lacked that this game. Offensively, they were too stagnant. There was too much passing and not a lot of moving, just trying to move the ball and not funnel the ball to the basket and pull defenders, but they were more so playing one-on-ones. And Highland took advantage of that, got a lot of steals, got out in transition. I think that's all the time we have. Is that right? All right. Well, from here, us at Good Kind Network, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks again. For a second there, but we're back on for the post-game analysis of the game. One quick note that I wanted to make about the Highland second unit. They had a lot of great players coming off the bench. Dashiel Toleafoa particularly struck out to me. I think even though he didn't have a ton of minutes, I thought he capitalized and played really well in the time that he had. I mean, Highland's is a really good team, so it's probably hard to get playing time. But I really was impressed with how he played. And just the whole second unit I thought of Highland was very strong. They came in and kept the same tempo that the starters did. And they never let off. They never gave him an opportunity. I mean, there was never a chance for Viewmont, really, ever. As someone who's played here in this gym, someone who played basketball in 5A in Utah, I know how hard it is to kind of be in the middle of the pack and kind of get your way up. Viewmont with the loss falls to 3-5 in region, and that puts them in fourth place, and they're battling for third. So their next game is going to be important to get those victories if they want a shot to get a good seeding for state. Highland continues their win streak to 10. They move to 15-2 on the year. They'll maintain their number 3rd in 5A ranking with the win, which is good for them. They're in a good movement. They're in a good momentum. As long as they continue to do that and push that forward in the next games of the season, they'll continue their success. I mean, they're a dominant team. They're they're probably one of the best offensive teams in all of 5A. I would argue one of the best offensive teams in the whole state. And Highland continues their streak. They haven't lost since December 16th, so they extend that too. Which those things we've talked about, that's how they got there. So a couple of big moments from the game, just to kind of recap. Some big moments for those who were tuning in who missed. Highland got out to a 20-11 run in the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it was 29-13, so they started out very well defensively. They maintained that going into the second half. They maintained that consistency on defense. Now, about 1:26 in the first quarter, about 1:26 left in the first quarter, there was a huge and one dunk, and that was when the momentum really started to swing. That was when the pendulum really started moving towards Highland Way. There was a big and one dunk from Soren Reese, and Viewmont can never catch up. They couldn't really get back into the game after that. It was pretty much over. So, let's see, what are some other big moments? Larson for Viewmont shot the ball pretty well. I also thought Highland was really good about boxing out. They're good about closing out. Just those little things, small moments, the small victories that they really took to heart the main fundamentals of basketball tonight, and that's kind of what led to their victory. All in all, Highland dominant performance. They're going to do well this season. They're going to do well in 5A for Viewmont. Some positives to take through, but definitely some things to take back into Bountiful and try to get it done and try to get back on track to get that seeding in 5A. That's it from us here at Good Kind Network. This has been the postgame show. I'm Josh Ward, here with Mike Goodkind, Parker Van Dyke, our producer. Shout out to him. I forgot his name, actually. Sorry. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much again for tuning in and from Good Kind Network, and we'll see you guys again next time. Have a good one.